right, I think we're in good shape here. So anyways, welcome to the Cannabis Advisory Committee for April 17th. And we do have a quorum
So how
available.
come Gary's muted?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jacques.
This okay, we're just having a problem with my unmute.
Oh, okay. Well, you're doing fine right now. Doing
Okay,
good.
great, thanks.
Yeah. All right. So, light agenda. Um, get through this as quickly as possible. You do have your agenda before you at this point. I'd take a motion to approve that agenda, please. Mr. Plandowski, and do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All right, thanks, Abby. And roll call vote as usual. So, Joe,
Here,
this is for approval. Okay, we can do it. Yeah, you're right. We have to do the call to order. We're going to do both at the same time if you guys don't mind. Just to acknowledge that you're here and then also approve the agenda. So if you're fine with that. All right, so Joe and Abby,
I am here and I'm also aye on the motion to approve the agenda.
great, and Jacques,
Present.
okay, and approve the agenda too, right?
Yeah, for the agenda too. Yeah,
Yep,
good for the agenda.
and the chair concurs. I'm here, better be here, and I approve the agenda as well. So draft minutes. I'm sorry, we're going to table those. I don't see anyone else trying to get in here at this point. So in terms of public comment, something comes up later, we can look at it. Um, really don't have much in terms of new business for you. I mean, really everything's gonna kind of fall back onto the Cannabis Control Commission. Um, unless anyone wants to do officers at this point, we'll just keep marching ahead. You know, you sure no one wants to take over? Come on, come on. Anyways, all right. So I'm not really sure I have too much on the Cannabis Control Commission either. They continue to be looking at their impact fees and their host community agreements. Social consumption, from what I've been able to figure out, has been they're still piloting the bloody program at this point, so there's really nothing going on with it being authorized for full scale implementation. I don't know if any of you have anything else to share in terms of what's going on with the commission. Joe's usually keeping his eye on that. Yeah, go ahead, Joe,
yeah,
please.
on social consumption, they have 200 pages put together. So they're obviously working, but I don't know how anybody will interpret all of that when it finally comes out. 200 pages. It's incredible. The other thing I found of interest is that there's legislation to increase the amount of cannabis adults can possess, going from 1 ounce to 3 ounces.
Interesting.
That's up for it's Senate Bill 75.
Huh.
The other thing I found of interest, and I can hardly believe it, is there are 8 bills seeking to increase the number of dispensaries a party can operate. I just don't see how all that's going to work. The bills are going to raise the cap from 3, which is current today, to either 6 or 9. You could say that an individual could have 9 dispensaries. I mean, people are complaining about the fact that there are too many dispensaries right now, and going to increase it, I just don't see how that's going to help the situation.
Thanks. Don't necessarily, I concur with everything you said.
This is late news because the one on going from 3 up to as far as 9 was, I got a copy of that on the 12th of April.
Mhm.
And the one on adults going from 1 to 3 ounces, I got on the 15th of April. So there's
Yeah.
some things happening with the commission, but I don't see that as being very positive. The other thing I was going to raise is that
Mhm.
I think coming up next month in May, if you're on a commission or a committee, you have to reapply. Now, we skipped that whole procedure last year, but that's coming around this year, and I don't know whether that's going to be the case or not. Again,
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I'm going to be touching base with Erica on that. She had, hang on. Let's see. Here we go. So right now, Joe, you're good through 2026. Myself and Jacques are good through 2027 right now. Um, I guess I'll ask both you and Jacques, Joe and Jacques, are you still interested in being on this? Yes, no, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, okay.
So, sorry, but just maybe.
I
I have health things coming up that
Yep.
might be put me off being on the committee here for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, certainly you don't have to be at every meeting. That's one thing. Two, I mean, we certainly, if your situation changes, you can always reevaluate at that stage and determine what you'd like to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually what I'm doing is it's
Okay.
I have to take it month by month basically currently. So we're
That's
just taking it
fair.
month by month.
That's fair. If anything comes up, I mean, on two levels, if there's anything I can be doing for you, please don't hesitate to let me know. And, just keep me posted if there are changes that you have to do, either short or long term. I completely respect that. Uh,
Okay, great. Thank you.
yep, you're welcome. Joe, you good? You're gonna stay put for a while?
think I am for another round.
God bless you.
And, and I am because I'm just interested in how this new business is going to take off and where it's going to wind up. I mean, the road is really bumpy.
Yep. I agree. I agree. There's still going to be a lot to sort out at this point. Abby, I'm not going to ask you since your appointing authority is through the planning board right now.
Oh, yeah, because I was gonna ask, when am I supposed to get off?
You know what? We should check with Megan and or Leslie about that. Just take a look at it.
But like Joe, I mean, I would consider staying on to see what
Yeah,
happens with the social consumption, so I wouldn't be opposed to.
I'm sorry. I completely kind of missed that a little bit.
No, I'm saying like Joe, I would consider staying on because I'd like to see what happens with the social consumption, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
be opposed
no,
to
I
continuing to
completely
be
get
there.
it. Okay, good. Um, we can certainly check with, actually, I've got to go in later on today, and if I leave a note for myself, I can have them research when that comes up. But the only thing is you just have to be reappointed by the planning board. I don't.
I don't know if people are fighting me for the spot, to be honest.
Oh, I've heard so many things in the background, Abby. Just so many things. Everyone's just clawing to get at that spot. Not. But I'll find out. That's easy.
What I tell people when they ask about this, as I say, this is a tough committee to be on because we have to sample all the new products that are being introduced.
Mr. Plantowski, let me ask you, how did you get involved in that aspect of the program? When I don't think any of the other of us know about it. You
I
got some,
know.
you got, or as Ricky Ricardo used to say, you got some splaining to do, Lucy.
You know,
Uh,
getting back to the additional outlets owned by an individual or a corporation, there are 700 licenses that have been issued by the Commonwealth. 600 of them are functioning, 100 are in limbo or about to start up. But that number of 700, that's staggering. I didn't know it was that many.
mhm. Well, this may explain why they're thinking about increasing the licensing structure as well to where any one entity can own up to nine. Because if I'm inclined to agree with you. If it continues on that pathway, you're gonna see people wanting to maybe get rid of their business, and someone who feels like they're very entrepreneurial may want to say, "Yeah, I can take on two or three more businesses." Yeah,
That's exactly what this article that I got says. There are people that are looking to get out
yeah,
and they can't find anybody to sell to because these places are limited to three, so they can't buy anymore.
hmm
And then you find the other side of the coin where there are people saying, hell, I'll buy anything that's out there if I can
bingo.
get over three.
Well, especially too when you think about how specialized the facility is. I mean, if you just sell it on the open market, good, but there's going to have to be a lot of changes that have to take place. Um, so I can see where, once you've built that facility with all of its, infrastructure that you need for growth and processing and security and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that the sale of that property becomes very specialized all of a sudden.
No question.
Yeah, so we'll
The,
see.
the other thing that is interesting because something's going on at the Commonwealth level. The Inspector General calls the Mass Cannabis Commission a rudderless agency.
How many times have I heard that phrase floated around when we talk about the Cannabis Committee?
I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that also ties into the fact that these agreements supposedly were going to be standardized, structured in such a way, and we had to get them signed up. And have heard nothing in months on that whole issue.
Yep. Nope, I get it. I get it. Well, is we've I think we've all experienced at this point the wheels of government move slowly at times, you know.
Sometimes not at all.
Whatever. Do you guys have any? Yeah, go ahead. So is there anything else, Joe?
No, that's it. I had my say.
Okay. Jacques, you got anything for us?
No,
No.
I'm good, thanks.
Thanks, Abby.
Nope.
Nope. All right. I think we're all just kind of in that phase right now too, where I mean, we're all sitting on different boards and stuff, and unfortunately with town meeting coming up, that keeps everyone's head swimming in the process. So, I really don't have much of anything else for you. It's a quiet month at the moment, and I for one am glad to be able to say that. Uh, so if there's really nothing else, we're scheduled for May 15th. And we'll see what comes up in the next month or so. So if you're good, unless you want to hang out, I will gladly take a motion to adjourn.
The
Oh,
other
yeah.
question
No,
that comes
please.
to mind is my term goes until 2027. Do I have to
20,
submit any paperwork at all?
2026. No, there's nothing you have to,
26.
yeah, nothing you have to do at the moment.
Okay.
No, um what'll happen is that you should get a notice from the town asking whether you want to still be on the committee or not, but then they'll also post that, they'll also post the opening in that general section of, who's interested in what town committees. But, the good Lord willing, as we get into like March of next year, we can certainly look at it then. You may want to just put a little tickle note in your calendar for March of 2026.
We'll be here before you know it.
That's
Yeah, it
right.
will be. It feels that way. Anything else? I know you're all.
You wanted a motion to adjourn?
It's up to you guys.
I'll second, Joe.
Right, so the motion is now made and seconded to adjourn. Joe,
Aye.
Abby,
Aye.
Jacques,
I
and the chair votes aye. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you showing up. Yeah,
Thanks.
all have a good day now. Take care.
The scallops were good, Abby.
Yes, they were good, weren't they?
It was really crowded, a lot of people. That was great.
It was cold.
It was cold. Yes. All right. Good talking to you.
All right, guys, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.